We don't play on our turn, we play on yours.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Errant and Giada. This is a human and an angel that has flash, flying, and allows you to play flash and flying cards off the top of your deck. That means that this deck is chock full of creatures and a couple other permanents that have flash or flying. In fact, this deck is almost entirely those cards and a couple instants to help support them. And yes, those instants are oftentimes things that we can get back from the graveyard using cards that have flash, like Snapcaster Mage or Torrential Gearhulk. We're trying to play at instant speed with this deck, only bringing out cards on our opponent's turn, then getting value by playing off the top of our deck in lieu of just drawing cards, and getting everything in play at instant speed. So let's take Errant and Giada into the queue and start flashing out some creatures. Alicia, who laughs at fate. When she attacks in, or anybody attacks in, they're able to reanimate creatures. I have what I really, really want against Alicia here, which is removal. For the turn that she comes out, you have to be able to get rid of her because they're oftentimes reanimating things that make you discard, things that make you sacrifice your creatures, and things that really just generally mess up your game plan. I would love to have like another blue source, so, ooh, there we go. Getting this is nice. They didn't play any creatures on turn one. They didn't make me discard anything on turn one, so that's fine. I'm being told good evening. That must be a European saying that, since it is currently 12:55 p.m. in Boston, Massachusetts. Two mana now, and a Transmogrant's Crown. That is an interesting card. It's going to be drawing them cards as their creatures die, and since they probably have ways to sacrifice their creatures, even better. When does evening start? That's a great question. I don't know when evening starts. I have enough lands. I'm going to throw that away. Evening happens after the auditing. Ooh. Because it is the evening. Urbrass Forge, that will give them an attacker every turn. Sea Dasher would let me draw if I flashed that out instead of Errant and Giada, but I want access to the top of my deck. Yeah, that's a human angel. I'd rather deal 2 than prevent 2. Since I can't stop it from attacking. Oh. Proxa. I'll discard for sure. What do I want to discard? I think Hullbreaker or Herald. One of these super expensive cards. But now they don't have enough mana for Alicia. So I guess I'll bring out either High Faith Trickster or Sea Dash or Octopus. There's other raid cards they could be playing. Nice! So this is so cute. They're equipping this and it will draw them cards when it dies, because these do get sacrificed. That's a bit of a problem, and that's going to change what I end up doing next turn. So I'm still going to play the High Faith Trickster. But I'm going to use the Fateful Absence on this. For what I'm going to call obvious reasons. Since I no longer have a way to stop the attack, I am going to pass their turn. They're going to draw, and once they have all the cards in their hand for the turn, so I have the maximum amount of information, I'm going to play Vendilion Click. Oh, and now I see a Sink into Stupor. That would have been able to put that into my hand. All right, Lightning Bolt, Inti, Orcish Bowmasters, Bolt Bend, and Ob Nixilis. You could have changed the Bolt Bend. All right, let's see. I have a little bit of card draw. Inti's great. I'm going to drop the Lightning Bolt. I found that Inti is one of the best cards for Alacia. And I think they should play Inti this turn, discarding Bowmasters to bring it back. Unless they just want to make me discard again, which is actually fine with me since I have, believe it or not, lethal damage on the board right now. And this is the nerfed Orcish Bowmasters, so no, it does not come in and kill my Vendilion Click. If it did, that would be a very, very different game here. All right, so they're going to go for drawing more cards. This can gain them life. It will gain them 2 life if they make a devil token with one and then they go for the plus on the other. No, I'll lose 2 life. They gain 2 life. Even, by the way, if you discard, they still gain 2 life. I think that those 2 abilities should both be contingent on the discard. They're not. Play a land, go to combat, swing in, it's lethal. I still have 9 damage. That's pretty nice. GG, Alacia. Buxton, Decorated Host. The more things they have that are tapped at the end of their turn, the more possibility of a bigger thing they can get. Because it cares about tapped creatures and then the mana value of the random permanent it puts into play. This is a very Convoke-y kind of deck, which is really fun. I really love playing Buxton because it's tons of value. And it gets even better when you have things like vehicles, because then you can have even more tapped creatures. Yes, my opponent is Pot of Greed. And do you guys know what Pot of Greed does? It allows you to take the top 2 cards of your library and put them into your hand. Crazy. They would print a card so good. But they're blowing kisses. Hello. Also kisses. A Resolute Reinforcement. Okay. You need to shout it from the rooftops. Put Buxton on top of the deck. You could just do it next turn. Okay, I've got Errant and Giada Reflection deck. Fox Bodyguard. They will definitely be able to play this next turn. So I'm just going to rely on the fact that I have the 2 board wipes and Reflection Net. I could also go for Fox. Mandatory, thank you for the sub. Pot of Greed, yeah, there's equivalent cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! They're just not free to cast. Or equivalent cards in Magic to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, they're just not free. They sure did tap out of mana, so this doesn't have protection, so I'm gonna put it in the net. 0 mana, draw 2. Sorry, we only have 1 mana, draw 3. Alright, I have another counter spell here. I have everything out here with Flash. Weird Fox, awkward, 2 rats in hit. That's why I went for Reflection Net. I can't guarantee getting a land. I'm sorry, I'm a Flash deck. They're annoying. I only have 2 board wipes in this deck. This one I just think is good, and this one is in the deck because it's instant. You can play it at instant speed. It fits the theme, right? All right, so they got whatever the heck this is. Oh, it's Esper Sentinel. Congratulations on your Esper Sentinel. There's nothing under this. That's so sad. I wish they would play a fetch land. Again, so I can Archivist of Ogma. Okay, do I think I'm gonna get a land this time? Yes, it would be so cash money if I got an untapped land so I could Sunfall. You'll even get to draw a card off it. You love drawing cards. But maybe I want to throw down Errant and Giada just to see what's on top. No, it's a land. Okay, Sunfall. You draw a card. They've got treasures. They can recast all this. We are absolutely the bad guys in this. And by we, I mean me. I'm the bad guy here. Loran coming down and blasting my 9/9 incubator. Fair. Elite Spellbinder. Hey, that's in this deck too, because it flies. Is going to take a look at my hand, see that I have another board wipe, and probably just be like, how would you do this? I don't know. Why wouldn't you do this? I do have some sorcery speed things, so I'll throw down Selfless Spirit. Skyclave Apparition. Going to exile my Selfless Spirit. It's a great card. Good removal. And they're swinging in with the Elite Spellbinder. They, I think, know not to swing with Loran. I am still bringing out Errant and Giada here. Okay. High Fake Trickster. Lets me cast those sorcery speed things at instant speed, or more instant speed. Instanter speed. I know there's a land on top. But I don't think I need to go for Archivist of Ogma or any of these. We explore, we get the land off the top. I gotta put that land in the graveyard. Oh, look, an island. It is land. Here's Buxton! Buxton, what do you get? It's Felly! Oh, the sweet little puppy! Yeah, we do everything at instant speed. Say, Felia, who you blinking? Skyclave Apparition? Oh, in case anybody's wondering, I cannot wipe the board here. I am 1 mana short. Oh, they're gonna blink Errant and Giada. Okay, I'll use Restoration Angel to blink Errant and Giada. Because it's on top of my deck and I can. Oh, non-angel. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, dang it. Isn't it 8 to wipe? Yeah, do I have... Oh, do I have enough mana for it? Oh, whatever. What's up? Who needs board wipes? Let Buxton cook? Don't let Buxton cook! I think they were... I don't know, they kind of put me in a position where it's like I could just wipe the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, yeah! I would have had enough for both. That's so cute. Aww. Giving me maps. Alright, we can see what's on top of the deck. We know it's a land, so I will use one of these to get that land in hand. Okay, Fairy Mastermind. Delia coming out. Who does she blink? Going for the Werefox bodyguard. Ooh. I'm just getting some blockers, don't mind me. I forced them to draw their second card per turn, which will draw me this. They gain a life. Get an energy. I'll go to blockers. You and you. Hi, Loran. Are you gonna let me draw another card? Yeah, they're like, what are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? It's a great question. Oh, they passed into end step. It did not give me a window there. That's totally fine. I can either reduce the number of tap things they have then, or just let this happen. I will put Buxton back in jail. He lives there now. Oh, recruiter! That's gonna let them tutor. So I'm gonna throw down the Archivist of Ogma. If you want to search your library, I get to draw a card. Yeah, this is bunny jail. I mean, foxes eat bunnies. It's appropriate. I'm still sitting on this. It's like I could just eat this up, wipe the board. Going to play the fetch land. And pass straight on through. Playing Teferi would be fine. But I'm waiting for that solitude to... Oh, no solitude? I'm gonna recast the Sunfall. Coming out. You swinging? Gonna get that guy to Souls trigger? Put that back in your hand. Guide of Souls coming back? Hey, so you know about that final showdown? Yep. Buxton's back. Showdown face up. Yep. Anything I want to play off the top first? Nope. Hold up. Okay, no. Yeah. Sorry, Bunny. You're just, too good to handle. GG, Buxton. Thanks for putting up with this. Kellen, Inquisitive Prodigy. He can help you play additional lands, get you clues, and then destroy artifacts, yours or your opponent's. Because he's got flying, he's also going to be coming in pretty quickly in this game and doing a lot of blocking. He's got Flying, Vigilance, and a 3-4 stat line, which is pretty darn strong. I want to make sure I'm playing my things here that come in untapped. Nyambi, unfortunately, does not have anything to return here. She would just be coming in as a flash 2-2. I think Nyambi is good to keep around in case they destroy one of your creatures. But because I have the Sea Dash or Octopus, there's a chance that I will throw this down, give it additional abilities, and then go for some card draw. Here comes Nyambi. Oh, do you have a way to counter it? Maybe turn it into a 2-2 bird? For 1 mana? Nope, it's a Spell Snare. Okay, there's a lot of targets for Spell Snare. I guess I'll just pass back. Oh, wait, is she a human? Never mind, I can't mutate onto her. I can't mutate. She's a human. I forgot. That's fine. They are brainstorming in response to Brainstorm. I'm gonna try to bring out this Fairy Mastermind. Because they'll be drawing their second card for turn. Also their third, fourth, and whatever. They could have cracked a clue in response to stop the card draw. But since they didn't, I get to draw an additional card. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be 1 billion counters Kellen. Am I willing to let you trade? Yes. Because I'm gonna Swords to Plowshares Kellen. Or the Fairy Mastermind. Unless does this get Spell Pierced? Wow, so this is a Simic Tempo deck or Simic Flash. Oh, good news. I'm also a Flash deck. Let's see if they trade. Had they blocked, I would have used the Wandering Emperor. I am not flashing this out to block because I don't trust like that. They sure didn't play Kellen.
Anyone who harms my people must contend.
You sure did not play Kellen. Ooh, Cyber Siphoner can get me that Swords to Plowshares back in hand. That's awesome. I am going to buff up this Volatile Stormdrake. Almost said Voltaic Stormdrake. That would be an awesome card. That's not what this is. Throw it back. Everything I have can be played on their turn and probably will be played on their turn. What do you mean, protection? The One Ring. Yeah, I passed to their turn, which is my turn. Pass to attackers. You already know. I think this is getting countered. It didn't? Okay, sure, whatever. Cyber Siphoner, give me my Swords to Plowshares back. I might not be able to deal damage to them, but I might get something off the top, some value. Nope, that's a land. And I can't deal damage to them because of the protection from the One Ring. I guess Errant and Giada get them a buff. Play is land. Pass the turn. They drew a card, losing a life to the burden, and they're taking an extra turn. How dare you? Drawing more cards, losing more life. Yeah, this is great for Kellen to target because it's indestructible. So they would just be able to, like, swing in and do this over and over and over. Is, anyone else getting deja vu? I feel like I've been here before. Taking out Chrome Host Seed Shark, it's both something that can block flyers and it would be making them little incubaties. Do you think they're going to do the time warp again? They certainly might. Wow, you're drawing a lot of cards. They're spinning their wheels. Yeah, they're spinning them hard. They're going to put that back into their hand. Okay. So they can steal Errant and Giada, maybe? Oh, they're actually going to permanently exile Errant and Giada and put it under their control. You can now play Flash and Flying creatures from the top of your deck. I can't mutate onto any of these because human. Well, this is an enchantment now, but it's a Flash Flying enchantment. Not gonna go for the Storm Drake? I want the 3/2 flyer. House Meld is a nasty card. I do wish that they would change it to have the card come back. I guess decline. They sacrificed their creature for this. The card come back at end of turn, because that would give you a chance to then bring things out. I will animate Hall of Storm Giants. And remember how they're losing life at the start of their turn? I remember. Now, there are some free spells that could do some things here. But I don't think they have it. So we swing in, dealing 10, then they lose 4 more, and that's going to be game. GG, Kellen. Atraxa Praetor's Voice. This is the 4-mana Atraxa that proliferates at your end step, getting you additional counters on anything that's already got counters. And, ooh, I was about to say, it works well with Planeswalkers, it works well with +1/+1 counters, and it works well with Poison, which in this case is, it looks like they're playing a toxic Atraxa deck. I'm not saying, like, the deck is toxic as in it's, like, it's mean or bad. It's got the mechanic toxic in it. And I'm going to actually shoot out this Solitude really early here, so they don't get the first poison counter. I am a firm believer, because I also have an Atraxa Toxic deck, that the first counter is the most important. All right, and now I have 2 very good flash cards here. Very Mastermind in case they want to draw additional cards, or Eaten by Piranhas to remove abilities. Now, ideally, I want to be removing Atraxa's abilities, and I can just do that on the turn she comes out. Not a single drop of oil. Yeah, because once they get 1 drop of oil, Atraxa is just proliferating. All right, they Surveil. Bringing out Fairy Mastermind. Swinging in for 2. If they have nothing to proliferate, it slows down the deck a lot because it means that they have to wait until they have something. Ooh, tapped mana. Okay, Annex Sentry. That's going to exile the Fairy Mastermind. And I'll bring out Errant and Giada. Oh, okay. I'll probably do human on this. It means it's not going to be used for anything really this turn, because I want to get rid of the Annex Sentry. And this is sorcery speed, so do it at sorcery speed. We know we have a land coming up. This also makes it look like I have Wash Away. At this moment in time, I do not have Wash Away. They proliferate nothing, because I did not let them get any poison on me, because I was scared. Play this for blue. Doing this right now. Eaten by Piranhas. I will swing in with all of these. Atraxa has no abilities. If you'd like to, you could jump block, get her back in the command zone. Very cool. Atraxa once again. Where are my flashcards on top? Come on. It's board wipe. No reason for me to swing in with anything here, so we will just sit here and chill. If they want to swing in with Stoic Sphinx, I have something very easy to, like, trade with it. Or this. Ooh, an infectious bite. They're gonna munch Errant and Giada. And unfortunately, that gives me my first poison. Move my commander to the command zone. Yes, please. What do I care more about? Dealing more damage? Or stinking and sphinxing? Sphinxing. Hi. Listen. You still gain a lot of life off this. You have a Karn's Bastion, you can proliferate. Are you gonna make her indestructible? Cool. She costs 8 mana now, but they are at 7 lands. Ooh, a Johnny! Okay, so this is just like another way to win off of poison, because it gives you poison counters when you cast creatures or planeswalkers once you get to that ult. Chromatic Sphere. Like I could do this, I could do that. I feel like I should kill a Johnny. So that's what I'm going to do. I will attack with you two here and this here. Is Atraxa Super Friends a viable Brawl deck? It's an oppressive Brawl deck. Incredibly powerful Brawl deck. Yeah, I like her with +1/+1 counters. She also works with Planeswalkers. She works with poison. She's just good. Ah, excellent. More cards for Amy. Thank you, Fairy Mastermind. There's another Proliferator. They cannot pay 2, so they can't proliferate off this Tainted Observer. I want to save the Sunfall for when Atraxa's in play. So I think for now, it's just going to be play the... Do I want to just swing in for 3? Kind of like baiting out the, that? No, I want to be able to cast Errant and Giada. Okay, I'll just play that like that. I could shock it in so I also have access to the Memory Lapse. But since I can just play everything at end step, I don't want to deal any extra damage. Don't need to. Errant and Giada. Oh, puppy! Ooh, Serum Snare back in my hand. They proliferate. I'm at 2 poison now. And then 3 poison, because that also proliferates on resolution. 4 poison if I let that hit. I'm gonna let it hit. Because of that Felia on top. Five! Look at it go! And they'll be able to play this next turn. I'll swing in with the Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, Errant and Giada is able to like let me just play things off the top at any time if I need to, but it doesn't do anything if there's no Errant and Giada in play. Like I can't play the cards off the top without her. I'm gonna go for this double block because I don't know what they have, but they didn't just like throw down this. Okay, so they're going to Cyclonic Rift my Errant and Giada, put it back into my hand. In response, I am going to Restoration Angel. This is mostly to just put more creatures into play. Hitting the Skyclave Apparition would also work. This goes back in my hand. Proliferating, I'm at 7. Everybody in? Double checking which colors we have here. Yep. Okay, cool. They get a 3/3. And I have a potential 5/5. I don't really care about damage. It's just the poison. Swinging in with the 5/5. They are at 11 life. Now, would you rather do this or that? Okay, they're going for this. If I'd like to, I can prevent the ability from triggering using Final Showdown. Or I could just wait a turn and then, like, blast the board. I have a different idea. I'm going to try to win here. All right, so 5, 6, 7... Okay, yep. Past the end. Felia. Errant and Giada. They do have 4 up here. Okay, so they're Swords to Plowsharesing that. That's going to reduce the damage I can deal. It's not going to prevent me from dealing with this, though. I will start, though, by cracking this open. Just go for white. Okay. I was hoping for a non-land. I can remove this ability... Or he could go for kill. Because it's still a 4/4 if I remove the abilities. But it would take away the flying. Alright, so I'm just going to swing in with the 5/5. All creatures lose all abilities. I could also go to kill her instead and just leave the 5/5 alive. And then I can attack him with that in the land. Yeah, you know what? Indestructible and destroy all. No, it's so fun if I do it like this, though. The 5/5 is indestructible, since I already know I can't cast the thing off the top of my deck. Would you like to Karn's Bastion? Oh, Techathol! Curse you for having flying! Alright, so let's see. A classic not dead yet scenario. But unfortunately, I'm not forcing them to block here with this. And I can't, it's like this doesn't kill it. Errant and Giada, what's on top of my deck? Frickin' Signet. I'm dead. Because this is 1 damage off. All they need to do is Karn's Bastion. Yeah, I had no way to force them to, like, die with Techathol. And we hit 10! And that is game. GG, Atraxa. Arois, God of Victory. An extremely aggressive commander that gives all of your creatures menace. And then is also preventing all attacking creatures from being dealt damage. Not just from, like, being blocked, but you can't bolt them either. Stromkirk Noble. Sweet. Okay, that's a human, so I can't block it. Good to know. I'll swing in, then. Come at me, bro! I didn't even know Stromkirk Noble was in Arena. Did you guys know Stromkirk Noble's in Arena? Now I know. Now a 2/2. My commander, by the way, is also a human. This is also a human. And I am going to go for the Elite Spellbinder here. What do we got? Aurelia. So extra combat cards. Just like a nice card with Raid and Handwer Garrison. I'm going to hit the Garrison. Because I feel my deck may have some trouble going wide, even though I do have Sunfall in hand. And this guy's ability, I can always, Hidebind. Swinging in. Oh, Kithian! He's just a little guy. The 3 mana, we know what they have. Get out of here. Part of that was also because of Kithian. I didn't want him flipping. Here comes the Garrison. They did not use the Arena of Glory, so it does not have haste. Not coming in? Trickster or Giada? Errant and Giada, come on out. Cool. I have a Spell Queller on top of my deck. And I have a Sunfall. I actually kind of want Erois to be a creature here. They don't have that much devotion, though. They're down to 11 life. I'm at 22 still. And they're leaving. Fair. Fair to leave. Okay, good game, Erois. Amalia Benavides Aguirre. Hey there, Amalia. You're going to be gaining some life. I have really bad mana in this hand, so I'm going to throw it back, and this is better. Amalia explores when you gain life, and as she does that, she's either going to be getting a +1/+1 counter, putting lands into hand, putting things in a graveyard, filling things up with all sorts of goodies. They went first, though, so I expect them to play some early life gain. I'm going to just try to get rid of Amalia's abilities next turn. I'll have to pay her ward cost, but that is a small price to pay for making Amalia not doing what she's doing. Okay, Get Lost sounds good. It's a nice versatile piece of removal, and I'm not even going to wait. I'm just going to do this now. I'm not going to wait until they put a life gain action on the stack. I'm just going to make it so Amalia doesn't do anything. Ooh. Somebody likes to pay life. I also like to pay life. All right. In response to this ability, I'm going to bring out Fairy Mastermind because it looks like they've chosen to draw a card. And since they're drawing a second card per turn, Fairy Mastermind says, I'd like one of those cards too. Thank you. Voice of the Blessed. That's another payoff for gaining life. Right now, there's nothing that's gaining them life, though. They've got ways to lose life, though. Ooh, Virtue. That gains them 2 life. Gets this a counter. Kills my creature. And we pass. Black Market Connections. Still letting them lose that life. So many 3/2s. Lunar Convocation. Gets them bats. I guess I could spell quell it. Because they will... Actually, they haven't done anything to gain life yet. You can have bats. Pass to attackers. I'm going to flash out Brineborn Cutthroat. Hello? Oh, they're gonna fell it. Okay, I was gonna make it bigger so it could kill the voice. Now I have to decide if I want to kill Amalia or just let her keep being a 1/1. I think I'm gonna kill her. I can swing in, get rid of one of these tokens. Ooh, get rid of another token with that. Oh, actually, I should have played this exiled and then played it again, because then Felia would have gotten bigger. I was so busy thinking at instant speed. I forgot. So how much life do you want to pay? You've only got 13 left, but you are a life gain deck, and you did leave Amalia in the graveyard. Concerning. 7 life now because they are not afraid to pay the 6. Ooh, Bloodthirsty Conqueror! Hey there, how you doing? And this is what the kill spells are for. Get out of here! Do you attack? They sure do. Killing Voice at a Blast. I think maybe they left it because of Virtue. I'm still on only 4 mana. 3 mana here. They could use these maps. Pocket Trawler! Exile my graveyard before I can recast those instants. Good idea. There's a bunch of spells with flash that bring back instants and sorceries. Oh. Oh my god, they're foxes. They're foxes! I was like, why can't I exile it? They're foxes! Because they're shapeshifter every creature type. See, it's good I didn't try to do that before. I would have bamboozled myself. The fact that it has the non-fox creature thing, I guess is so it doesn't enter a loop with, like, 2 of them? What a weird choice. They're swinging in with the 3/2. That's kind of surprising. All right, I take it. Is it board wipe time? Raise the past. It's actually a huge reanimation time. Well, actually not that huge. It's just 2 of them. More than 0. So I would need a way to just like scooch that out of the way. And then bam, lethal. So I use Felia. Scooch you. Oh, if only you had that in the graveyard for... You know, they could have used the maps. Put more stuff in the graveyard. I don't think they have enough mana to play that. Well, I guess I haven't played a land yet for turn. That's not a land, but it still works. It gets them another blocker, which will take away the onboard lethal that I have. I guess try to make that big enough that it would kill one of these. Is it a land on top? It is not. It's Cleansing Nova. And they should be very happy they got rid of my graveyard, because now I do not have the thing. Let's see. I don't have a good attack. So I think I just wait and then use Errant and possibly Spell Queller. Or Gear Hulk if I just need a thick boy. Because they do have to lose a life here. But then they have the potential to gain back a lot of life. Yeah, they could have kept this on top to destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Okay, Signet does not gain them life. Exquisite Blood is too big for me to hit off this. But I do have blockers for all of their attackers. Everybody's coming in. Errant and Giada first. With a Brazen Borrower on top, but I cannot cast the Petty Theft side, so instead it's going to be Spell Queller. And it's time to block. I will block you, and you. Actually, I don't have a way to have you not die, so they will get to gain 1 life here. But that's only 1 life. I now have 4 damage in the air. They are at 2. Saying good game. But wait, they get a bat. And they gain a life. So you see, they're at 4. Except I have this, so like, boop. Beep. Swinging in. Sure. GG, Amalia. It's another Erois, God of Victory. Last time I was able to out-aggro in the air with some nicely placed bits of removal. Maybe I could even do that again. I got a Swords to Plowshare, Seal Away, Counterspell, but it's going to be weird lining up the mana for all of those. Ooh, Cabaret Courtyard. And I also have a little kitty cat who is eyeing coming into the room and maybe being on the stream. You want to do that, Scraps? You want to be on the channel? No? You want to bite my toe? Great. Cats are fun. Enduring Innocence is coming down. That would be drawing them cards if they play little creatures. I'm going to throw it back into their hand. Playing Deserted Beach gives me access to all sorts of good mana, enough for Brazen Borrower, Errant and Giada, or this Counterspell and Swords to Plowshares. So let's see, if they go for Erois here, nope, they're going for Enduring Innocence. I will let it resolve. And then play Errant and Giada. I'm planning on Swords to Plowsharing this. Oh, but wait, what does Errant and Giada turn into? It's Brineborn Cutthroat. Pardon me. I know it's better to do it on your turn so I get the counter, but I want to attack. And also be holding up counter spell. In case of commander. Has the marshal. It's fine. Oh, I see. My cat's gonna go sit by the window. That's sweet. Ooh, and Blade, Titan of Fire's Fury! Yeah, alright. It kills the Brineborn Cutthroat. Playing Brazen Borrower, so I can try to get some nice damage in here. Damage I shall do. And I'll play the Elite Spellbinder to check out what's in their hand. This is one of the few sorcery speed spells in this deck. Oh, Assemble the Legion! Okay, this is one of my favorite, like, commander cards. And I'm happy it's in arena now, but I feel like it's a little slow for 1v1. They're fetching, filling up that graveyard. That's good for Flage. They get the Surveil land and put a land in the graveyard. They only need one more card in the grave for Flage to escape. And that's what I've been waiting for here, though, was a Roas to get cast so I could counter it. No menace on you. No menace on you either. And I've got 6 damage in the air. Reflection Net can take out Flage. I also have Errant and Giada ready to roll. And I'll be throwing down this Mystic Sanctuary. It just comes in tapped. And I want to use Reflection Net on Flage because that lets me turn one of my creatures into Flage. And that's just pretty sweet. Here comes Flage. Dealing 3 damage to... Ooh, Bracing Bar. Really? Not the Spellbinder. All right. Adeline. Because they're playing Adeline, I'm going to be flashing out Errant and Giada here. To block the Hazda Marshal. And also because this has a sorcery speed ability. So, Reflection Net on Flage. Turning the Elite Spellbinder into Flage. Swinging in. Let's just hit face. I'm actually going to do this right now to see if I can get something else on top of my deck. I'm going to be using the Seal Away anyway. Okay, nope, just a land. Yeah, it has muster counters. And it goes from making 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. It just makes a ton of little guys. Seal Away can only hit tapped creatures, so it can't hit Adeline here. Are you going to play the mustard? Are you going to assemble? Scraps, I can tell you're chewing on my plants. Honey Bear, I can tell you're chewing on my plants. Ooh, a Solitude. Going to be exiling, I assume, the Elite Spellbinder that's wearing a Flage as a hat. No longer want to be swinging in with Errant and Giada. Trying to decide if I want to shuffle this away. I do think so. And I'm actually going to go for the Surveil land. Since I already have enough here. Okay, Iganjo is not what I'm looking for. Where's my Flash? Fine, you know what? Herald, you can do some serious work for me. Roas! Going to give these all menace. And remember, they do not get combat damage dealt to them. Which means my blocks here are really bad. Doesn't matter, I'm still gonna block one of the little guys that doesn't die, though, because of a Roas. Herald is going to say, though, I don't care if my life is negative. This is a Platinum Angel. It's one of those, like, goofy cards I put into the deck for fun. Scraps, please stop chewing on my plants. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Flash or flying on top of the... How is it still lands? How's it still lands? It's a fetch land, even. Again. Does my deck have Endilion Click? Yes, it does. All right, so they're swinging in, things are tapping, and I'm going to, I think, actually just seal away a Roas. I have 1 life. But guess what? I also have lethal. I can even pay my 1 life and still live. Because I got a Platinum Angel. GG. Nicol Bolas, the Ravager. Enters, makes you discard, and is usually placed as a Grixis Control commander. Sometimes a Grixis Dragon. Usually Grixis Control. I don't really feel like I need my Wash Away up on turn 1, so I'm going to start by playing my Bolt land, Emeria's Call, tapped, so I don't have to pay 3 life. Now we're holding up a little bit of blue, a little bit of white. Human. Chromatic Lantern. I'll let you have it. It could also be Bolus Crime, but usually that's not being played with this Bolus. Ooh. Yeah, I got this Witch Enchanter, so I'm just going to use it. It doesn't have flash. I want to destroy the Chromatic Lantern because it will make me feel good. They can still probably play Bolus next turn. That's okay. I have non-counter spell things, so you can ignore that this is a counter, this is a counter. These two are kind of counters too. Oh, it looks like it's a soul transfer, taking out my commander. I can no longer play things off the top of my deck, nor see them. Witch Enchanter. Get him. Which one do I want to use? It's one of those things where I just have so much mana here. Yeah, I'll go for Fear of Imposters. Look, now you get a 2/2. I've got both of you. And I'm going to play this Enduring Curiosity, hoping I hit a land, like a blue land especially. Since I did play one of my lands as a creature. Ooh, that was a Cure Best of the Sea Gods. I should just be happy there was no blink. They're using a board wipe. Enduring Curiosity will come back as an enchantment. What a good kitty cat. And now I'm sitting. Bounty of the Deep. They're going to get different cards in their hand. Unfortunately, I don't have any creatures to flash out here. That'll at least give me an attacker next turn. Or Errant and Giada, or Wandering Emperor. Choices. I'll go for the Wash Away for 1 mana. Just in case they have something else that needs to be booped, bopped, bonked. Sure is draw go right now. Sorry, opponent. Yes, I have card. A Perilous Vault. Interesting. Do I care? A little. I'm going to play Voracious Great Shark. It can only counter artifacts or creatures because it counters boats and the people inside of them. And I'll use that to counter Perilous Vault. Oh, but they're going to stifle the counter with a Cycle of Nimble Obstructionist. Counter target boat. Actually, I would really like a land. And so this gives me the maximum draws and also maps. Draw 2 off Enduring Curiosity and the Restless Anchorage. Land. Okay, none of those were lands. Mother, may I? Thank you. I have to discard, and I'll discard this card. Archivist of Ogma. It's especially good against fetch lands. But it's got flash. That's why it's in here. Look! It would have been useful! They're searching their library right now, as I speak! Oh, okay. There goes my stuff. I thought they would have waited longer. Chromos Sea Shark! Cool. I have so much life. I think I can go for the shock. Fairy Mastermind. This does not have an enter the battlefield, so I'm just going to kill it. Actually, would rather use the Get Lost while they have no creatures. Confounding conundrum. I mean, I have fetch lands, but I'm not exactly doing land-based ramp. Thank you for drawing a second card for your turn, though. That will draw me another card. Yay. Proxa. I have... Honestly, my hand is too full, so this is fine. I will drop... Cathar Commando. Want to escape it? They're bringing it out again. I will discard again. I will discard this card. And they're making Cruxa explore. I wasn't going to do this, but now the map doesn't do anything because it's targeting. Oh, hey, Solitude. Now I can recast a counter spell, but it's a conditional one. Out of the graveyard. Heuristic Study. That card's just annoying, so I'm going to put it back on top of their library and be annoying myself. Would you like to draw it and play it again? It's okay if you do. I'll forgive you. Wash away on Wandering Emperor. I wanted them to draw it so I would get to draw another card. Do I feel like holding the big stuff? Yeah, I'll hold the Torrential Gear Hulk. Hero's Downfall on Mastermind is fine. If they go to play Cruxa or Bolas, I will go for the Wash Away. Okay, so that's just going to resolve. People know I don't like to pay the 1, but I will pay it once. Do you pay the 1? Yes, I pay the 1. But I won't be able to pay the 1 on the Wash Away. Ooh, or would I rather Memory Lapse? I forgot I had the Memory Lapse. Hold up. No, they only have 1 card left in their graveyard, so I'm going to do the Wash Away. Thieving Skydiver. I do have a way to remove that, but they'd be gaining life, so this wouldn't be lethal either way. And it also just wouldn't be lethal. Using this on the Anchorage, looking for a land, finding a land, and then passing the turn. I'm planning to go for Malcolm, because then I can still pay the 1. Okay, Blood on the Snow with a reanimation. Hitting Chrome Host Seed Shark. I will Solitude this. And no, I guess I will pay the 1. I just won't be able to pay the 1 on Malcolm then. Enjoy your 2 life. What? Oh, I guess they want the token. I just want to make sure that Malcolm can swing in. Cast attackers, blockers, blah, blah, blah. Enjoy your card draw. I cannot pay the 1. You heard that I'm going to give Jesse the rundown about modern magic. I actually already did. Jesse Cox and I recorded a video together that's about Magic the Gathering and things within it. Yes, I will pay the 1. Get a map. Deal some damage. Draw. Would I rather have this or that or this? I would rather have the Tail's End. And then I will use the map on the Restless Anchorage since I have no other spells to cast and throw down this Polluted Delta. Yeah, I don't know when that video is coming out, though. We recorded it a while ago, but he said he's going to edit it up. Yeah, so Jesse Cox will be putting up a video sometime where I'm just talking about Magic. Okay, darn. So unfortunately, the Tail's End goes away because they went for playing Bolas. They do not have enough mana to flip him, but he can block some of these. So what I want is removal, or something that like flashes back removal. So 1, 2, 3, perfect. Yes, I would like to put the Get Lost back on top of my deck. I will Moidalize Nicol Bolas. And yes, I will pay the 1. I'll animate Restless Anchorage. And both of these fly. Bedeviled. Darn. I may as well use it for the Midnight Clock. Bing bong. I don't think I actually have anything with flashback in the deck, because this just goes immediately into Graveyard. Bye, Selfless Spirit. Yeah, I'm doing crossovers with all sorts of people. I'll have a video on Covert Go Blues channel this weekend, I believe, as well. I'll have something on Shuffle Up and Play, that's Valerian Community College, on the 17th. I'm playing games with, like, Voxy and Dodger and all sorts of people. I did a co-stream with Pleasant Kenobi yesterday. That was really fun. I'm gonna go for the sorcery speed. Just in case there's something fun I want to play. Yes, I'll pay the 1. Playing the land, because I am gonna kind of bank on this. Must be nice, yeah, having friends. It's really cool. They're gonna move the cards off the top of my deck. Ugh, still land on top. Stop being a land. They could flip over Bolas and kill one of these, or reanimate a creature. If they went for Torrential Gearhulk, they could kill something. That's actually, I think, what I would do. Is I would probably attack with Bolas, flip him, use him to reanimate. Alright, so that's the stolen card. We don't know what it is. At this moment in time, I do have lethal. And I have a way to stop. Not every card, but most cards. Spectral Adversary, I am going to interrupt that, paying the 1. Because this can otherwise phase out creatures. Oh, shucks. I also got this Werefox Bodyguard. Oh, by the way, I own the spell, so it became plotted for me. Pop that down, grab Bolus, even more damage. I feel very safe with my swing. GG, Nikki B. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Errant and Giada did great, frustrating our opponents by bouncing all of their permanents, countering them, killing them, exiling them, and then doing it again. Something that's kind of cute in this deck is I think that there's only like 2 creatures that don't have flash or flying, and that is the Skyclave Apparition and Esper Sentinel. They're just in this deck because they're good and they fit in really well with the other cards that we happen to have. Things that really control what's going on in the game, and things that play well with all the other blinkers and exilers that happen to have flash. I found that in this deck, having the 2 board wipes, I have the Sunfall and I think it technically is a 1-mana spell, Final Showdown, were really good to support everything else. And on top of that, you can put in things like Cyclonic Rift and River's Rebuke, get even more bouncy. I didn't do that, but that's just because I have so many creatures that do exactly the same thing. They come into play and they bounce my opponent's stuff, and we're already doing that, so I didn't feel like I needed to do it even more. If you like this deck, you can find it in the description of the video, and it's really fun. If you like creatures with flash, I had a lot of fun building a flash creatures deck. I've seen Errant and Giada a lot in the queue, but usually it's a lot more just counter spells, and I like this build more. It's using the abilities of these creatures and the creatures themselves to deal a lot of damage. You can also build this as more of a flying-oriented card. There are cards that discount your flyers, buff your flyers. If you want an example of a deck kind of like that, I'll recommend my Sinette deck. It's the Jellyfish deck, because that was also an Oops All Flyers deck that was mono blue. So if you have blue-white, you actually have access to a lot more things that buff up your flyers. And that's just another cool direction you can take this commander. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Clicking that little button helps the algorithm support my channel. It tells other people about my videos. Like the videos and leave a comment, especially if there's something you would like to tell me about this deck, or if there's another commander you would like me to build. Even if the deck that hasn't actually come out yet, like I can build commanders for Aether Drift in all of like 4 days from now. Soon I will have Aether Drift. I'm ready. I'm ready for my cars. I'm ready for my sharks. I'm ready for my bugs that turn into cars. I'm ready for all of it. We're gonna go fast, just like Sonic. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.